To another review, there's another paid request, this time from Frame by Frame. As for I, it's for the first two episodes of this show I never even heard of on Netflix, and I'll tell you one thing: after two episodes, I'm done. I never want to see any more of the show again. I don't care about episode 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't care. I don't want to see any more. But anyway, for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I guess this is based on a book or something. Really what it is, it's someone doing a kid version of Game of Thrones. Which that in itself is stupid, in my opinion. It's like doing a kid version of Oz. Or do a kid version of The Sopranos. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I did not get into Game of Thrones and the fact of, I saw one episode, it was okay. I know enough of it that what people like about it is stuff that's for adults. And at times it could be violent, or at times it could be this and that, or bloodbath. But that's not the only reason. It's not even the main reason, but it is part of it. Why would you want to see a neutered version of it? Although a kid version of Oz or The Sopranos would be... No, that'd just be weird. But probably would happen with Netflix. Pretty much you have this fucking kid who I didn't give a shit about, who wakes up, and then within 2 minutes, he says hi to his bird, and the bird shits. Oh, that's a great That's a great greeting. 2 minutes in, we have a bird shitting. And that's the way it says hi to our lead character. You know the phrase first impression? Yeah, as in your shitty. Because this kid is just... There's some evil, and there's some evil prince, Viridian, that wants to conquer shit. And there's a prophecy, and this kid wakes up, and he was part of a family that was killed, and then his dad, who's really a stepdad, got him and raised him to be one of his kin, and now there's these games to who will be of knighthood. And I'm not a medieval guy. I'm not. I've never been a big medieval guy. I can enjoy it in films like Army of Darkness, but I don't even like Black Knight with Martin Lawrence. I just, yeah, it can work. Yes, Excalibur, or films of that nature. But I'm just saying that's not really, whether it be TV show or movie, that's not really my preference. My preference is more modern time or future time type of settings. Medieval, I don't know, like I said, there's movies I like that feature it. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, like I said, Army of Darkness, others. But even then, that's still dealing with modern stuff or modern characters and a type of setting. And like I said, there are movies in that time period I like. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. I mentioned Excalibur. But here, like I said, it's not my preference. But even regardless of that, it's shot like it's Game of Thrones. Like, the cinematography is not bad. I feel like that seems like a running theme and a lot of stuff that's bad. It's not bad looking, or it's not good cinematography, but the characters or the story is crap. Again, I don't know why you want to see a neutered version of Game of Thrones. If when it tries to do something violent, it cuts away. There's stuff that's a bit weird, like I found it funny early on, there's these other characters that shoot a deer, but when they shoot the deer and you realize the deer is like 20 feet away, I'm like, bullshit. You're on horses. The deer would have been like, when you're like 50 yards away, let alone fucking 20 feet away, but whatever. Whatever. So our lead kid, he hears these voices. He keeps hearing these voices. He even sees a bunch of birds that make a face for this prophecy. And then he's really bad at fighting, but he feels he'll never be a knight. And then the guy goes, well, you're small and you're quick. And it's like, yeah, and that's all he says. Okay, you're small and you're quick. So what? Like, you still don't really give him any tips as to what the fuck to do. I'm like, yeah, you're large and fat. What now? So the night games begins. He gets lucky in winning the first one. He hears voices and loses the second one, where he has a lance and he just knocked off a horse. Then he's with these knights, where they're supposed to sit in this place in silence. Someone knocks on the door and says, here is this letter. You need to get to a certain location. Meanwhile, Prince Viridian is doing his best impersonation of Kylo fucking Ren. He's a wannabe Kylo Ren, really, and it just, he sees this shaman, and I will not give you my power. Okay, kills her. Again, you don't see anything, cut away, because it's a neutered Game of Thrones, that's what it is. Game of Thrones for kids. Who the fuck wanted that? I don't get. And then the lead kid's bland. There's nothing to him. The acting, eh. He takes a letter, has days or weeks to get there. He gets on this horse. Him and the horse jump off a fucking cliff. And the horse is fine, but the kid isn't. Then go to episode 2. Where it's been like hours. Because it was nighttime. Now it's daytime. It's been hours. The horse hits him and he spits out water. I'm like, how long did he have the fucking water in his lungs? Was he in suspended animation with the lungs in his water? You do know when you have lungs in your water, you don't just do a simple push. Even if it's been 5 hours, no, it means you're dead. Dead. Whatever. And he keeps off the horse. He's inept. But okay, he's inept. Characters a lot of times are inept at the beginning because there'll be some kind of arc. But they introduce somebody that I'm like, oh no. Why do I have a feeling I know where this is going? Which is funny, when he falls off the horse and some bad guys are coming, when they pass by, he's all the way up a fucking tree. I don't know how the fuck he got up that tree. Because you look at the trees, it'd be very hard to climb these type of trees. But somehow, he's a fucking squirrel, I guess. Went up the tree. Somehow. Why didn't he hide where the fuck the horse was? What, did the horse climb up a tree too and hide? Or wherever the fuck the horse hid, he could have hid as well. But whatever. The horse hid well enough that they didn't fucking notice, or at least they didn't care. Unless they saw the horse, and I didn't notice. But I'm like, well, if they saw the horse, then they would go, wait a minute, he must be around. Let's stick around and look. So no, the horse must have hit it. Whatever. So then he gets caught. Yeah, because he gets to a place. Yeah, he is captured. He's almost killed, and the horse knocks a guy down. Just the horse is the best character in the fucking show so far. He's the best character in the show. This fucking horse. Of course. Meanwhile, the 4 young kids who are with the lead, when they're supposed to be there training and supposed to be silent, I don't know why they didn't follow him and realize what the fuck was going on either. But then they're told, oh yeah, this kid did something and killed the guy. I'm still like, why didn't any of you 4 follow the lead? I just like, no, we have to be silent, otherwise we will fail. I'm like, no, maybe there's shit going on. Or maybe that's your fucking task and you would have failed, but whatever. And of the 4, there's like an Asian girl. There's a kid who likes playing his fucking guitar. And the other 2 I don't remember much about. Anyway, the lead kid gets back to his home, tells his father what's going on. Father believes him, but then people come in, gets killed. The father gets killed. So then the lead kid runs off, gets to this place where you're introduced to a new character named Lavinia, where her dad's trying to tell her she needs to get married, but she's like, no, I'm not going to get married. We need to restart these trade routes. Wait a minute. That kid, people want him, we'll arrest him, and we'll get the money. So now I don't need to marry anymore. But then she's like, well, we got the money. I'll let the kid go. And the way this lady acts, the way she's coming off as more competent already than our... Why do I have a feeling that this show will go to she's actually the hero, or she's actually the important one? I just get that vibe from, the new Star Wars movies did, like, all this other stuff did it, where it's a twist. I would not be fucking surprised if that happened. I would not be fucking surprised. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I would not be fucking surprised if she ends up the big hero. So she turns the kid in for a bounty, so the wedding's off, but then helps him escape. This other guy that's helping him escape, he gets killed, while the lead and the girl run off. And then the 4 kids going after meet with the bad guys saying, let's talk about that lead kid that you guys do. And the episode over, and I'm like, I don't want to watch any more of this. It's boring. It's dull. It's not exciting. It's not thrilling. The characters are not interesting. The lead kid, he's bland and boring, and the way it looks fine for a TV show, but there's nothing that made me go, wow. Not in terms of action, not in terms of scope. It just, it looks okay. Yes, I know the lead kid is black. Yes, I know one of the 4 other kids is an Asian lady, which I didn't know there were a lot of those in medieval times, but whatever. Okay, the Lavinia, she's more competent in the lead because she's got tits. I don't care. I don't want to see any more of this shit. I would not. Again, I would. It's boring. It's uninteresting. The characters do nothing for me. I'm sitting there for each one's like an hour long for 2 hours. I'm like, this is when the horse is the best character in the fucking show. So seems like it. When in the first 2 minutes you have a bird shitting. When the plot, the evil bad guy is just some prince that wants to conquer and didn't want to be Kylo Ren. When there's nothing personality-wise, there's nothing acting-wise, there's nothing to bring this lead character to, yeah, I want to hang out with this guy as he tries to get this letter to this team. No, there's not. What am I supposed to care about him? Just that good conquers over evil? Other than that, what else? I did not care for the medieval setting, but even then, it just... its action is boring, and again, neutered because it's trying to be a kid version of Game of Thrones, which is a stupid idea in the first place. I'm just repeating myself. Letter for the teachers. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm sure it'll be agenda-driven, like so many other fucking things are agenda-driven, which I'm tired of that shit too. It's Netflix too, I'd really be surprised. So I just... frame by frame, thank you. 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the episodes, I don't care to see them, because I'm sure they'll be dog shit. Fuck. Unless you like this review and you're really gung-ho about it, but I'm just warning you frame by frame, if you do, they may be boring as shit videos, because If it's the same shit, I don't know what else I'm going to say, because it's up to you, frame by frame. It's up to you, man. I'll leave it at I'm just saying, don't... If the videos suck, I warn you ahead of time, they might suck. Because I'm like, what the fuck else am I supposed to say? Just repeat what the fuck I said now. Pop my fucking shoulder. At least I get some kind of excitement than watching these 2 fucking episodes. So Letter for the Kid. No wonder I never heard about this. I never heard anybody talk about this. Because it came and went like a fart in the wind. No one gave a shit. I wonder why. Big surprise. So, fuck it. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.